Morning, how are we all? I hope you're doing well. So, I'm going to sit this side because I'm going to put up some pictures in a bit, but I hope that the sound is getting better on my videos. Go and have a look at the review of the new setup I've got. I'll put that down. Don't need to be fiddling with that. But on one of my last videos that went up, I had a request for a walkthrough of my rings, and they said bracelet, but I assume they mean various bits. So I said I'd do it. So here we are. Bit of a different video for me. So I said I would do this one. I will put up a picture shortly. But most of you who have followed me for a while are aware that I work with and have been a brand ambassador for Scarlet in Chains for a number of years now. It must be nearly 3 years, just over 3 years, something like that. Maybe longer, maybe 4 years. So yes, most of my jewellery that I wear, my necklaces, my earrings, bracelets, are all from Scarlet in Chains. There is a discount code below, so make sure you check that out as well if you are interested. But yeah, I thought I would talk you through some of the jewellery I wear. Apologies that my nails aren't the best at the moment. They do need a bit of a touch up. But this is life. I haven't had time to do them. So we will start with this hand. Excuse me. And I will put a picture up here so you can see which ones I'm talking about. So we'll start at the bottom and work up, I think. My watch. My watch is a Galaxy watch, Samsung Watch 5. I got it a year or so ago. It's fabulous. It does everything I need it to do. The reason why I upgraded from my original Samsung watch, I had one of the first smartwatches that Samsung came out with, was because it didn't do blood pressure, which this one does. And I did compare it to the 4. The 5 had just come out. I know that the 6 is now available, but I love this. I wear it every day. I don't have issues, like a lot of people have said, around the charging of it. Whether I've got an exceptionally fast charger pack, I don't know, but it charges if I have a shower. I'll charge it while I'm drying off. I charge it, and then it's ready. I do wear it to bed. So I put it on last night after a quick charge. It's still got 72%. That'll get me through the day. By the time I go to bed tonight and I go for a shower, it will have recharged itself by the time I want it to track my sleep. So I do love it. I use an app, if anyone's interested, called Facer, for free watch faces, and I do change them about. You can get ones that look designer, you can get ones that are funny, cartoons, you know, Simpsons, Star Wars, whatever you want. They do it all. Some of them are chargeable, but once you've paid once, you've got them for life. Most of mine are free, and I just pick the ones I like and use them. At the moment, I've just got a digital watch face that's got bits, and it just tells me battery power on this, because I've got my step count, which is not very much today, on a different app. So I don't worry too much about what's on the screen, as long as I know how much battery I've got left, which I can quickly check. So that's my watch. It's the original strap that came with it. I thought about changing it out, but I can't be bothered. So yeah, that's that. My next one is my medical bracelet. I've been wearing this since I came out of hospital, because when you have a rare type of a common condition, and there's a lot of misinformation, bad information, and people need to be aware, if I should pass out any time, it could be due to a number of things. Touch wood, it's never happened. I've got any near me? No, that'll do. It's never happened, but if it ever did, I've got a medical alert, and it does have my allergies on the back. The chain for this, so I bought the bracelet piece pre-engraved. It was engraved by the company I bought it from. You just have to put in everything you want. They do it all for you. You have a maximum of 20 characters, so it's a little bit difficult because one of my drug allergies is this long. Luckily it just fits in. So they were kind enough to, within the cost of the bracelet, engrave it for me, but I didn't like the strap. It wasn't comfortable. So I sent it off to Scarlet and Chains with one of my current bracelets and went, can you match this? And since then, another reason which I will come on to as to why I love Scarlet and Chains so much is because they adjusted it for me free of charge when I lost weight. So you can see it's not so loose, it's quite snug now, which is where it needs to be. It also has a really good, easy clasp for me to get it on and off. And yes, it has the red medical symbol on it, and then all my information. But the big clasps, very easy to use, and I can do this myself, albeit on a different wrist. No more fiddling about with stupid little clasps. So that's my bracelets on that hand. I also have several rings, and so now I'll put up the picture. So we'll start with my bat. Try not to be rude during this. My bat, this is a silver bat. I call him Luther. Yes, I name things. It's a thing. You get used to it with me. It's a little bat. He's called Luther. It is silver. He is from Cardiff. And it's a shop called, I want to say, Ganesha. They do various jewellery, crystals, Indian inspired fabric clothing. Really nice people that work in there, and this was in the Cardiff store. I have purchased in the Bristol store, which I will come on to later, and in the Bath store, but those rings are too big for me now, so I've had to swap out some of what I wear, and I do change them out. Luther was purchased because I used to have one of these on this finger and it became too big, so I needed something. And I feel quite, when you wear a lot of rings, I know some people say they find them very uncomfortable, they don't like wearing a lot of them, but when you're used to wearing a lot of rings, you get very uncomfortable without them. It feels like something's missing. So when certain items have become too big, I've had to move things around, reconfigure my rings, which is a pain. We will go to here, trying not to be rude. So here I've got 3 rings. They are 2 little handmade silver rings, just plain rolled rings, and one that is a line of infinity symbols. When I purchased this, one of these was gold coloured, but it was just on the silver, so that's come off. These 3 are all silver. One was bought from a market in Oxford, I think, which is the infinity symbols, and the other 2 were purchased at a market in Bath from, again, all handmade shops. And I tried to make things. I don't like mass-produced jewellery. I don't like to walk into somewhere and go, oh, I've seen that on about 15 other people. You know, I like to see uniqueness, and I like a lot of unique rings. What's my next one? So my next one is this one. This is a silver band with cubic zirconia in there. I purchased that off eBay. Again, it was a ring that used to sit on my thumb that I've moved around. It was cheap, it was about £15. These ones were a bit more expensive. I think this one was 30. No, it wasn't, it was 25. And I think I got a set of 4 of these, and I paid 32 for the 4 because she was very nice to me. And I got a bit of a discount. That one, I can't remember how much, I think it was about 25 I paid for that one, maybe 30. Again, they're all stamped silver. I'm very cautious in what I wear. I don't wear gold, it doesn't suit me. I don't like it on my skin tone. I've got too much yellow undertone to wear gold. It looks weird on me. And I also have the problem that, much as people tell me that's not possible, I can rust gold. So, and I'm not talking cheap gold, I'm talking 24 karat gold. I can put it on my skin and I will rust it within a few days and it will just crumble and break. So I wear, ooh, sorry tripod, didn't mean to kick you. I will wear stainless steel, platinum or 925 silver. I don't wear much else. Titanium. So everything you see here at the moment is silver or stainless steel. My next ring is this one, which is probably the one everyone's always interested in because of its unique design. So this ring was one that the Griffin purchased for me for Christmas a few years ago. It is a ring we designed together. We got it through a company called Glamera, which is great. If you're looking for something a bit different, you can do rings in whatever configuration you want. Excuse my cat, she's being a pain. You're going to come and say hello? You're going to come and say hello? Say hello to the pretty people. Say hello to the pretty people. Oh, thank you. Are you having a good Easter? Are you having a good Easter? Are you happy Mama's home for an extra few days? You're just going to sit there. Ow! Oh, she needs her nails cut. So yeah, Glamera was back to what we were talking about. Glamera, they will have the base designs and they have thousands of designs, and then you can pick whatever configuration of stones you want. So this one is garnet with black diamond. And it comes all authenticated. You get the little box that lights up, which is very cute, and you get a lifetime guarantee on it, I believe. And the only problem is, because of the design, I can't have it resized. So it used to be on here and now it's way too big for this finger by about 2.5 sizes. It's a little bit big for the finger I've got it on at the moment, but I secure it with that one. So that's why you will see that I have started to wear double rings. Some of it is to do with aesthetic, and some of it is because if I don't, my rings will fall off. And I'm not here for that. So I've got something disgusting all over my nail. So yeah, that was from Glamera. So quite a few Christmases ago now, and it's very special to me because it's, like I said, it's one we've designed and it was from the Griffin as a Christmas present. And then on my ring finger I have my black ring. Now this is an adjustable onyx and silver ring. I will just take this one off to show you actually. So this is a completely adjustable ring. You can make it bigger, smaller, however you need it. And this was purchased off Amazon for about £10, I think. It wasn't very expensive. And I wear it because otherwise everything on this finger comes off way too quickly. And if I wash my hands or my hands are cold, my rings come off. So I purchased this one to keep my other rings in place. It was just a cheap accessory and it goes with everything else, so it kind of works. And the last one on this hand is this one, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it is a stamped Tiffany & Co. It's got the, what do they call it? Not the branding. Well, it has got their branding because it's got T & Co. But Hallmark, that's the one I'm looking for, Hallmark. It's got the Hallmark on the outside. As well as having, what does it say on the inside, Tiffany & Co, and obviously that it's silver and what type of silver it is on the inside. So that's kind of nice. That was purchased on my 40th birthday in Tiffany's in New York, in their flagship store, because that's where we went for my 40th birthday and I wanted a souvenir. So I got one of the locket necklaces, which I don't wear very often, and I got a ring. So that's that hand. Moving on to this one. So start with the simple. I have two, one silver, one stainless steel thumb rings. Again, both these rings were on other fingers. They now sit on that one because that's where they are. I've worn a thumb ring on that hand for probably the last 30 years, maybe longer. I think I was about 12 or 13 when I got into thumb rings, and I've worn a thumb ring all the time. It feels really weird if I take it off. So I currently have two on there, one holding the other on. That's literally the only reason. Otherwise I just have the one. Would I take one off? Probably. Do I want to right now? No, because I like the aesthetic. So that's where we are with that one. We'll do that one next. So these two are the other part to these two. So they were all bought from Bath Christmas Market some number of years ago. And again, I bought the four together. This one is from a jeweller's. This is silver and synthetic diamond, not cubic zirconia. And I can't remember what it's called, but it's synthetic diamond. So it's laboratory diamond, but not CZ stuff. So it doesn't sparkle like cubic zirconia. It's quite a dull stone. And I bought that one. That one was quite expensive. I bought it as a thumb ring for here, and it was about £100. It's very chunky. What I love is that the oval shaped ones actually look like little eyes. If you can't see it on camera, but when you look into it, they look dark in the middle, so they look like little eyes, and it's quite unique. I bought it for myself. I fell in love with it. I saw it and went, yeah, I'm going to have a bit of that. I do have another similar one, but it's not, it doesn't fit right at the moment. It used to sit on there, but it catches on everything and it drives me mad. This one's bad enough. This does snag on a lot of things because it's quite a rough ring, but I like the aesthetic. I like the way it sits. I like the fact that I can wear it again. So that sits on there. My next one is from Amazon. This was £26.99. It is onyx and cubic zirconia and still silver. Is it silver? Yeah, it's silver. And that's just a antique-y. So I remember my mum's engagement ring being a gold ring with diamonds around the outside and a ruby in the middle, and it's a very, very similar design, and I've always liked the design, even though I don't gravitate towards that type of ring, in the sense of, one, it's gold, and two, diamonds and rubies, not really my thing. And I know I've got the garnet, but garnet and ruby are very, very different. Garnet is a much darker stone. Ruby can sometimes look a little pink. Yeah, it's a pretty ring, but it's not me. But I do love that kind of antique shape. So I purchased that one as a filler on my hands because I'd run out of rings that fitted comfortably there without either being too tight or falling off. These two, I think they are both actually from Ganesha in Bristol, purchased at different times, and again, I wear them because if I didn't wear this one over the top, this one would fall off, and I like the way the two designs look together. I will try and zoom in a little bit here so as you can see them, but they've got, one is, I call it my scroll finger. So the top ring has swirls, like a cinnamon swirl or a pan of raisin if you live in the UK, and it goes in the opposite direction, so on the top ring, and the bottom one is like a looped old-fashioned scroll type thing, and they go really nicely together because they are a very, very similar design. And then I think this is my latest one actually, is this ring. And this I am so happy to have. I wanted something for this finger. I've always worn, normally I wear one here as well, but at the moment I'm finding it's just not comfortable. But I've always worn rings here and here for 20 years. if not longer. It's something I got into when I was bigger and I couldn't find rings to fit me properly. So I would buy rings and just wear them here, and it's kind of become my aesthetic. It's what people know me for, in a sense of when they know about my jewellery, oh, it's the girl with all the rings. So yeah, a lot of people comment on how many I wear, but this one, and I won't take it off because it is a little bit tighter than all my other rings to get off for a reason. I've worn a ring on this finger because of the way I hold a pen, and I write very weirdly. Now bear with me. When I hold a pen to write, sometimes I've been known to hold it and write that way. And I used to do this because holding it that way used to hurt my wrist. So the normal way to hold a pen. But I used to hold it on that finger and I used to get a dent in my finger. So I purchased a ring to hold my pen because I found that holding it that way didn't angle my wrist so much, and I'm a very upright writer. So that's the story of that one. Now, where it came from was eBay. And I found this, I was looking for a little ring, I knew what size I wanted, and I look in various places. I'll go to jewellers, I'll go to auction sites, I'll go to, there's one called, I want to say TLC, but it's not. I found some great bargains on there in the past. You can literally pick things up for £1. Sorry, my light has just gone out. Has it just run out of juice? There we go. But I found this one on eBay and I won this at auction for £6 with shipping included. So I was very excited. And when it arrived, I checked the hallmark because it said it was a vintage ring. And I'm like, it is very different. It's got these beautiful, not infinite, sorry, I shouldn't bend my finger like that at the top, it freaks people out. These scrolls as well on the top. And when I checked the hallmark, I got a little magnifying glass out and checked the hallmark. It's actually from a Birmingham silversmith and it was made in 1940. So I'm really happy that I've got a vintage silver ring from the UK, where I'm from. Sorry, my light, I think, is losing power. I need some new batteries in it. And yeah, it's very comfortable. And like I said, I wear it there because of when I write, I can hold a pen better and don't get dips in my fingers. And then we move on to my bracelets. So if you don't know who these are by, they are definitely all Scarlet and Chains. So that one is their lunar bracelet. I wear that one most days. It goes with absolutely everything I wear. This is their lockable padlock one. It is a complete chain all the way round. That is the only way to get it on and off. And I have one engraved with mine and the Griffin's name on the padlock. And then this one they've done for me recently, which is just a plain bracelet with this on it, which is angel wings with a stone in the middle. And this was part of my Valentine's present this year from the Griffin. And if you hold this up to the light and look through the stone, sorry, my light's gonna have to stay off, I'm done with it now. If you look through the stone, it has I love you written in it in 100 different languages. It's kind of sweet. So yeah, that's it. Those are the ones I've been wearing. I think I've been wearing this configuration of jewellery probably for the last, what week is it? It's Easter. So at least 6 to 7 weeks. It is time to change out the bracelets, but I'm not doing it today. I might do it later in the bank holiday weekend. Sorry, that's annoying me now. That's got to go on. Yeah, I might do it later on the bank holiday weekend, and I always match my nail varnish to match how I'm feeling about my hands and my rings at the time. So there you go. Thank you for the request for a video. I hope that was interesting to people. If it's not your thing, I'm sorry. If you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up. And if there's any other videos you want from me, then let me know, because I don't know what you want to watch or want to know about if you don't tell me. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to do a little bit more filming, and I will catch up with you again very, very soon.